thought I'd get out, shoot a little archery today, and bring a couple knives along for the ride. Got my shooting glove on still. Let me see if I can take that off so I can get my knives out here. Knives I was testing here belong to Scab over at Choir Boys Cutlery. First one, oh my gosh, that fly wants to eat the crap out of me, is the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. You see me, you'll see me taking care of some business on a stick, making a nice sharp kind of pungy stick or tent stake, however bushcrafty or tactical you want to be. Tactical stick or bushcraft stick, they're both pointy and get stuck in something. But anyways, Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. This is the back. It says Cold Steel S35VN, made in Taiwan. This is a black G10. It's got these nice kind of grip points for your thumbs and fingers, whatever. Says Ultimate Hunter on this side. It is a super nice drop point blade. I guess about 3.5 inches. Looks to be like a full 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe even a little bit more. I'd have to look at the exact specs, but it's definitely stout for a folding knife. Might be 5/32, or like 0.15 inches. I love this knife. I've been carrying it quite a bit, EDC in it since Choir Boys Cutlery loaned it to me just to try out some Cold Steel products, as I've not really extensively used many of their knives. And after these few that he's let me borrow, I'm definitely a huge fan of Cold Steel. Watch some of their videos on YouTube, like on their company channel. Their founder, Lynn Thompson, he seems like a pretty cool dude. I was watching a video the other day of him giving a tour of his horse ranch out in somewhere in California. I'm not sure where, but he's a legit guy. I believe he's into all kinds of martial arts and actual knife fighting and shooting sports. This thing is sharp. This Ultimate Hunter. It is shaven sharp. I'm super sweaty. Here, there's a bunch of my sweaty ass hair. Not ass hair. I was just, you know what I mean. Stuck on the blade there. It's like 93 degrees or something here in Virginia today. So nice to have a stainless steel blade. Super high quality stainless steel, that S35VN. This has Cold Steel's great triad lock. It's looks like a simple back lock, just like a billion other knives, but the internal mechanisms, the 3 pieces, make this unique. So this is a folding knife that I would highly recommend to anybody to hunt with. Of course, you can process game with this, no problem. I'd say it's not really. Oh man, that damn fly just bit me. Now it itches. Oh, sorry for the crazy camera work here. I guess I should have filmed this outside of the woods so I didn't get bit by that fly. But anyways, Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. Good for game. Definitely bigger game, deer. Probably not squirrels. Might want something a little smaller for squirrels. Could probably do rabbit just fine. I mean, it'd probably do a squirrel too. I mean, it's 3.5 inches, but it is stout, so take it as it is. An EDC knife, absolutely. I think I watched a review that Gideon's Tactical did on this knife, and he said he didn't like it for EDC. I don't know why, but to each his own. Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. Get yourself one, and don't get yourself one. Whatever you want. It's your money, your life. But you should. I might. I'll add it to the wish list. someday, maybe, an Ultimate Hunter. All right, here we have the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter getting ready to do a little bushcraft and survival type skills with fire starting. This folding knife has a 90-degree spine that strikes this ferro rod with ease. This is a Bayite brand ferro rod. I do have a striker attached to the rod with some paracord there, so not really necessary to use that knife spine, but you can if you need to. If you lose your ferro, or you lose that rod striker and you have your Ultimate Hunter with you, you can easily use that to strike your rod to start your survival fire. Yeah, let's get that fire out of there a little bit. So now that you got your survival fire started, you may need to stake out your tarp or tent, or if you're in kind of a risky situation, you may need to dig some pits around your fire to keep baddies away, and set some nice pointy sticks down in the bottom of the pit there. So this knife definitely really bites into this wood. I believe this is not the factory edge that is on this knife. It belongs to Scab from Choir Boys Cutlery, like I mentioned earlier, and if you watch his videos, you will know that he likes to reprofile his blades to a 25-degree angle. It is his personal preference. I imagine the original profile was probably between 17 and 20 degrees. I know a lot of hunting knives aren't quite the steep angle of 20 degrees or higher, but that is Scab's preference, and as you can see, it still slices. So, you want to make those steaks, you want to slice into the hide of an animal, here you go. It works. The handle fits my hand perfectly. Really does all these slicing tasks great. Very comfortable handle. I should have looked up the exact weight of this knife. I think it's about 5 ounces, but it's a larger knife, so the 5 ounces is hardly noticeable. There's that nice triad lock again. Close it up with ease. So, the last question remains, and maybe, or maybe not, it's the most important question. Is the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter the ultimate folding hunter? Or do we go back to one of my traditional favorites, the classic Buck 110? Or, of course, you've got the Pro Model 110, which perhaps is a better competitor to the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. You can tell they're pretty much the same size. The Cold Steel will be see the blade stock there. I don't think I can get them to stand up side by side. The blade stock will be thicker on the Cold Steel, which may help in some situations. Others, it may be a hindrance. Thicker is not always better, especially in a hunting and skinning blade. The Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter may be a better skinning blade with that extra girth in the belly there. However, the Buck 110 may be better at piercing for that initial cut into the hide of an animal. I would say that due to that big clip point on the Buck 110, it is a superior small game blade to the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. Now, these are kind of the best examples of the folding of folding hunting knives that I have here at home. Some competitive options would definitely be the Gerber Gator series of blades, where they would be more in line in size to the Ultimate Hunter. The Gerber Gator comes in both clip point and drop point, as does the Buck 110, of course. I just prefer the aesthetics of the clip point Buck 110. To me, the drop point Buck 110s just aren't a Buck 110. They should be a different model number. Nothing against drop point knives. I like them a lot. Especially, I mean, I love this Ultimate Hunter knife. It is a great knife for certain. Donnie B All Day did a great video comparing the lockback folding hunters of like Buck, Case, K-Bar, Schrade, and one of the frost cutlery brands. I think it was called the Ocoee River, if I remember correctly. And Donnie B All Day chose the Case Hammerhead as the best folding hunter. Case, of course, made in America, as well as Buck. Others are made in overseas in China, the Cold Steel in Taiwan, which that's definitely a plus for me and many other people as well over China. Taiwan are the free Chinese people, fled the Mao's back in the, I don't know, late 40s, early 50s, whenever they took over with General Chiang Kai-shek of World War II fame. But anyways, back to the knives. I would say I would probably take the 110 on a hunting trip over the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. However, I would, if I was in need of a folding kind of bushcraft and survival knife, I would probably choose the Ultimate Hunter due to the thicker, more robust blade. It's got that nice S35V steel, plus Cold Steel's excellent triad lock. Now, I've not seen any complaints about Buck's lock on YouTube before, but they could be out there. I don't know. I've never had any issues with their lockup. Actually, going back to comparisons, I also want to throw out, I don't have one, but it's a knife that I've admired at the store and online the past few years, is the Benchmade Grizzly Ridge, I believe it's called. It's a gray and orange knife. Kind of a nice drop point and recurve blade there for hunting, so that is another competitive option, but it will also be the most expensive knife on the table if it were here. I did mention the Gerber Gator. The Gerber Gator comes in 420HC steel, just like the classic Buck 110 at the top of the screen there. There's also a drop point Gerber Gator, which would be much more similar to the Cold Steel here. That comes in 154cm, which is very good steel, probably not quite as good as S35EN on the Ultimate Hunter. So it's kind of a pick your poison thing, having the right tool for the job. All three of these knives here, or I should say two, just two iterations of the Buck 110, they'll both get the job done in both hunting and, general knife tasks, in bushcraft or survival as well. However, if I'm solely going out to hunt rabbits or something, I'm going to take the Buck 110. If I'm going to, go out on a survival adventure, I might opt for the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. Hope you enjoyed this video review of Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter. If you did like it, please hit that thumbs up for a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Have a great day.